my channel. So today I've done a Poonam Garba makeup look. I'm going to come closer so you guys can see. So it's like a soft cut crease eye makeup look that I've done. Not exactly a cut crease, but the techniques that I use for cut crease makeup, I've adapted to this makeup look. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel too. So firstly, I'm just going to go in with this mineralised charged water eye cream by MAC. I'm just applying it to the eye area. And then whilst that's drying, I'm taking this delicieuse lip balm by Lollipops and just applying that to my lips just to hydrate them a little bit. So then moving back to my eyes, I'm just priming them with the NYX eye primer. So you don't have to use a primer, but I just find that using one such as this one just helps the eyeshadows to last longer and doesn't crease. Then just to help neutralise my eyelids, I'm taking this concealer by MAC, which is the studiofinish one, and this is in the shade number NW30. Then just to set that, I'm taking my translucent powder by Kryolan. Any setting powder would do, it's just to help the eyeshadows to blend nicely on top. So for my transition, I'm taking this shadow here, which is Creme Brulee by Geek, and just using a large fluffy brush just to work the product into the crease here. So I'm doing a side to side motion in the crease, and then whatever's left on the brush, I'm just taking it upwards towards the brow so it's not as pigmented. Then for highlighting, I'm taking Naked Lunch by MAC, and I'm using a lash fan brush and just working the product into the arch here. I'm then taking this shade here, which is the Colour Tattoo by Maybelline, and this is in the shade Creme de Rose, and I'm applying this with a concealer brush just on the lids. So this has got like a pinky mauvey type undertone to it, so when I put the eyeshadow on top, it will show up a lot brighter, but also the undertone will also shine through as well, which is why I chose this colour. And then just to go on the top of that, I'm taking this pink shadow by Kiko, and this is in their Wet and Dry eyeshadow collection in the shade number 60. So I'm going to first apply it dry and see how the pigmentation goes. So all I'm doing here is just literally patting on the colour so that it doesn't have a lot of fallout. So for now I think it's fine, but I think maybe later on I might go in with a wetter brush just to enhance the colour a little bit. But for now I'm taking Frappe by Geek on a smaller blending brush and just working the colour into the crease again. This colour I'm just focusing along the crease and I'm not taking it up to the brow bone. And then on an even smaller brush, and this one is by Sigma, which is the E36 brush, I'm taking this brown shadow here from the Nude Spectrum palette by Zoeve, and this is in the shade number ND50, and then I'm just working it into the crease here. Because the brush is nice and fine, it will focus the colour in the area that I want it. So I'm just literally putting it along the crease and then doing a little flick on the outer corner just to give it almost like a cut crease type look, but just like a softer version of it. So now that I've added the brown in the crease, I feel that the pink isn't showing up as much, so I've just wet my brush with the MAC Fix Plus spray and I'm just going over the top of it. Again, I'm doing just like a patting motion rather than sweeping it side to side, just so that the product can pack on a lot better. So you can leave it as this if you wanted to and then go in with eyeliner, etc. But I like my glitter, so I'm going to go on top with the eye candy glitter called Tutti Fruitti. I'm just going to pop some of this 24-hour extend eye base on the lids first before I put the glitter on, just so that the glitter tends to stay on better rather than it falling everywhere. That's the idea. So I'm just passing on that 24-hour extend eye base, and then now with a small sort of lip brush I'm packing on the glitter. Now this one is quite fine, so it worked well for me because I didn't want to go for a really sort of sparkly type look, just like a softer glitter look on my eyes. And then moving on to my eyeliner, I'm taking my Inglot black gel liner. So I'm starting off on the outer corner doing a little flick and then working from the inner corner back to the outer and then just extending that flick just to make it a little bit longer. And here I'm just doing the same on the other eye. So then moving on to my face, I'm taking the This Works face primer. You don't have to use a face primer, but I just find that it really helps with allowing the foundation to go on better and just last longer. And then I'm taking a very small amount of this Porefessional Pore Minimising Balm by Benefit. And I'm just applying that to the centre of my face, mainly around my nose. For my foundation, I'm taking the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and this is in the shade number Y435. So I'm just dotting it around my face first using a flat foundation brush, and then I'm going to be going in with a large oval brush, but it's not the artiste one, it's the dupe one, and I have done a video on these dupes, but I'll link that down below so you guys can see, but this large one I like. And then for under my eyes, I'm taking the cream pigment by Illamasqua called Emerge. This step is optional, it's mainly there to help counteract any darkness. If you don't have any, then you can just skip to the concealer. And then the Naked Skin Complete Coverage Concealer by Decay, and this is in the shade Medium Neutral. And I'm just going to apply it to my usual spots, which is under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, tiny bit on my forehead, a little bit on my cupid's bow, and then with whatever's left over just under the areas where I would normally contour. And then I'm taking the medium-sized beauty blender and just blending all that out. So I have dampened this beauty blender with MAC Fix Splash Spray, and I just feel that this works better in helping to blend out the concealer, but also helps it to sit and last a lot longer on the face. And I'm just setting those areas with my Kryolan translucent setting powder. Any setting powder would do, it's just, as the name says, it just helps to set the areas and helps to reduce any creasing. For the rest of my face, I'm taking the Studiofix powder by MAC in the shade NC42, but I'm just taking a small amount just to blend away any harshness from the highlighting. And to set my face. For bronzing, I'm taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. You guys will be seeing this being used a lot in my videos because I absolutely love this product. It's really good, gives it a natural sort of bronzed look. And then to contour, I'm taking my Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Medium. So I'm using the MAC 100 brush for this, and I'm focusing the colour first along the hollows of my cheek. It's mainly focused along my ears and then working the product down towards the centre. And then I'm using it along my jawline, and then the sides of my nose and the tip of it as well, and then quite a bit on my forehead, as I do have a large forehead. For my blush, I'm taking the shade Ripe Peach by MAC. This, I believe, is one of the limited edition blushes from a couple years back, so I don't think you can get it now, but any sort of peachy pink blush would do. And then taking a tiny bit of this e.l.f. blush, and it's the shade number D30, and I'm just going to apply that just to the apples here, just to give it a bit of pop. For my highlight, I'm taking this highlighter by Colourpop, and it's in the shade called Spoon. I absolutely love Colourpop products. They are so good, they glide on nicely, so pigmented and super affordable. And then before I move on to the rest of my eyes and my brows, I'm just going to set my face with the De-Slick Setting Spray by Urban Decay. for my brows, I'm taking the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and I'm mixing these two shades, which is dark brown and ebony. So I'm starting off with dark brown first and just lining my brows and just doing like a gentle sort of fill in, and then what I'm going to do is work with the ebony colour because that's slightly darker, and I'm going to be focusing that more on the arch of my brows just to give it a bit more of a nice definition of my brows. And then for under my eyes, I'm taking the Scandalise Black Eye Pencil by Rimmel. This has to be my favourite drugstore eye pencil because it is so smooth and the colour payoff is really good. For my lashes, I'm firstly going in with the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. So I'm just applying about 2 coats on my top lashes first, and then I'll be working on the bottom ones. But this mascara, again, you guys will be seeing a lot in my videos because it's really good. So again, you can leave your lashes like this if you wanted to, or pop some falsies on. And obviously I'm going to put my falsies on, and I'm using today the Eldora false lashes, and these are in the shape number M108. So I have my lashes on now, which are nice and wispy, just what I like. And finally, before I move on to my lips, I'm going back in with the Spoon Highlight by Lollipops, and I'm just putting that onto the inner corners of my eyes. This will just bring out the eyes and just give it a nice pop to them. So then moving on to my lips, I'm taking the Kylie lip pencil in the shade Posy K. I am in love with the Kylie products because it just glides on nicely. They are so pigmented, really good. And then going over the top of that in the Tarte lip paint called Namaste. So that's all my makeup complete, and I'm just going to go sort out my hair, put my outfit on, and I'll be right back. So I'm all ready, got a white sari on with a silver sequins blouse. I will be taking some photos as I am doing a photo shoot for Poonam. So I will be putting up some of the pictures that I do use right at the end of this video. But I just want to say thanks for watching, guys, and if you do like my video, please do thumbs up. Also do subscribe to my channel too, and I'll see you guys in my next video.